Welcome back, friends. I'm very excited to share my very last grocery haul and meal plan from the month of December. The very first thing I do before I even think about going to the grocery store is I look at what I already have in my fridge, freezer, and pantry. So let's take a look. All right, it is right before Christmas, and I'm going to go do sort of what I hope will be a filler haul. But let's look at what we have already in hand. So I clearly need some milk for the college phenom. She has gone through all of it. I'm a little low on soy. I have plenty of seltzer. I've got some bananas here. I'm gonna use those to make something for Christmas Eve dinner. Got corn tortillas back there. I've still got some tofu, phenom sour cream and her butter, a little salad dressing. I've got lemons left. That sausage back there is for Christmas Eve dinner. On this shelf, I've got my flax, my nutritional yeast, and the chickpea flour, plus a little vegan cheese. And for the phenom, she's clearly gone through some of the regular cheese. I've got a piece of chicken defrosting for her tonight for dinner. That 1.5 pounds that I bought last week, I proportioned it out and froze it and have been defrosting as we go along. Those 2 blocks of cheese back there are for New Year's Day. She's still got eggs left, which is a small miracle. This is a little chopped pineapple that we've got left. I've got 1 portion of beans, a couple of chopped yellow peppers still left. We've got a little bit of salad, which we'll probably use as a dinner tonight, and half of a purple onion. And then down here, I've got a couple oranges, carrots, 1 head of broccoli left, and 2 peppers. I probably need to pick up some more peppers because I do need those for Christmas Eve dinner. So that's everything that's still in the fridge. In the freezer, got plenty of stuff up here to make smoothies and ice cream. Down here, did use one of the packages that I had frozen of the tortillas. We had tacos this week. I've got the naan left. I've got a 1/2 pound of the ground turkey left. 3 servings of chicken in addition to the one that's in the fridge. And then I've got 1 tilapia fillet, which will be her fish option. This is left over from when she was here in the summer, believe it or not. And then if I need it, I still have English muffins and vegan burgers. We did eat the frozen bag of broccoli that I had, and we also I ate the cauliflower. So we've got some mixed vegetables. I've got some of the pepper blend left, collards for New Year's Day. Down here, I've got some of the leftover chili from a couple weeks ago. I did eat the lentil chili when she was at the co-parents' house. 2 servings of navy beans, the black-eyed peas that I am saving for New Year's Day. Ooh, I need to pull this out. Need this to make Christmas Eve dinner. Some homemade broth, and then I've got some mukamame left, shelled soybeans. All right. And then I've got a couple oranges out already. Got some potatoes left over, some onions. I will use 2 onions for Christmas Eve dinner. And then in the pantry, this is the last of the 8 pounds of oats that I bought. So when this is gone, I'll need new oats. I've got a couple cans of beans. I've got rice, a 1/2 pound of lentils, which I'm likely to use up for Christmas Eve dinner, veganized. Little bit of pasta left. We did have the sheet pan one night, but believe it or not, this thing was supposed to make 1 serving, and I think I'm gonna get 3 dinners out of it. We did have tacos, but I've got some taco seasoning left. She's got yellow rice left. She had some Asian noodles in her stash that she wants to use up this week. Some cinnamon sticks I'll use for New Year's Day. Vegan cheese sauce, air pop popcorn for me. And then this is mostly baking stuff. You can see that I'm completely out of my chocolate. Do have some nut thins left. And then down here, this is all college phenom stuff. So that's what we already have on hand. I'm back from my grocery pickup, and I would just say that some of the stuff in this order is not right, so I will have to email my Kroger equivalent. But let's look at what we did get. So for veg, I picked up a packet of frozen green beans. These were on sale this week. I don't know if y'all can tell, but like this is the most ridiculously small thing. I mean, that's not enough for 2 servings. And then the other thing is, I asked for a bunch of celery and I got 1 celery, for which they charged me full price for the whole thing. And I actually need that for Christmas Eve dinner, so I'm gonna have to go back to the grocery store. I got 2 additional peppers. My green onions sort of stopped regrowing, so I got some more green onions. I got 1 bunch of spinach, 1 head of green leaf lettuce, which again, I'm not sure y'all can tell how small this is, but like the produce is really small. And then for fruits, 2 avocados that are rock hard. I already had oranges, so I just got 2 Honeycrisp apples. Those are the College Phenom's favorites. And I got myself 1 Granny Smith, and then I got another pineapple because that fruit seemed to be a hit with her. I needed 2 cans of chicken broth. They were cheaper than getting like a container to make Christmas Eve dinner for the folks who eat meat. I needed a little more soy milk. So for dairy, that's I got soy milk, then I got another gallon of milk for the College Phenom, and I also got her another thing of shredded cheese. For grains, I got some macaroni pasta, which I will use for New Year's Day, and then I got some angel hair pasta, which I'll use to make my veganized version of Christmas Eve dinner. For their version of Christmas Eve dinner, the omnivores, I picked up these Lipton noodle soup mixes. And then in the miscellaneous category, I picked up myself some chocolate. This is actually a substitution. I've never had this flavor before, so look forward to trying it. And then I make like a frozen cranberry salad for Christmas Eve dinner, and I need a whipped topping. And that's what that is. But y'all, that's not actually dairy, just to be clear. It goes in the miscellaneous category. And then finally in household, I ran out of aluminum foil, so I needed to pick up some foil. So this is everything that I got for our little filler haul, and I am hoping that we have enough proteins and hopefully enough veg, because some of this veg is redonk, and then I got to deal with my celery problem. Okay, so I ran over to the grocery store at 6 a.m. To pick up celery because I didn't get that in the pickup order. And then there were some discount items that'll help me out. So this thing of greens normally was $4.99. It's reduced to $1.89, and I'm gonna use this to make a salad. The step parent is lactose intolerant, so she is not gonna be able to eat the green bean casserole I make for Christmas Eve dinner. So I'm gonna make this as a side for her. And then for the Phenom does love bacon and sausage, and it's so expensive right now. But this was in the discount bin. It's less than a half a pound, so it's not a lot. Price normally $5.49. Reduced to $2.29, and this is probably enough for her to have bacon for 2 mornings with her eggs or whatever else she may choose to eat. So mini haul. So if you watch this channel, you know my family budgets off of the USDA Thrifty Food Plan. And when I was constructing my budget for December, the most recently available Thrifty Food Plan from USDA was from October 2022. And what that food plan basically said is that for me as a 51 to 70-year-old woman, my base allotment was $51.50 per week. For the College Phenom, who's 14 to 19 years old, her base allotment was $56.40. And then the USDA instructs a two-person household to add 10%, which for us is $10.79. So the total maximum I was allowed to spend on groceries this week, since the Phenom is home from college, was $118.69 just on food. That's not household items. So the two hauls that you just saw, one was $33.77. The other was $6.22. Now, not all of that was food, but when you add the two together, subtract the foil and the aluminum foil, and you subtract the tax, and where I live, you really only get taxed on household items. You don't get taxed on food. The total that I spent this week on the haul was $37.96, which means I came in a whopping under budget by $80.73, which is super, super good news. Woot, woot. Now, I did get some benefit from coupons and sales this week, although it wasn't great. I think I saved less than $5 total. But I did get that cheese for $1.69, which means I saved 32%. For the second week in a row, the pineapples were on sale. Got that pineapple for $1.50. And then this chocolate I got for $1.69, and the usual price is $3.29. So I saved 49% on that chocolate, which is one of my exceptions to whole food plant-based eating. So let's look really quick at the nutritional check-in. The USDA does recommend percentages that we should be spending in each category to increase the chances that our nutritional needs are being met. This week, as I often do, I overspent on veg. As a whole food plant-based vegan in most ways, I tend to eat more fruits and vegetables than other people. Spent 36.56% on veg, 15.46% on fruit, so just a little high there. On grains, 11.83%. Proteins, 9.67%. We will be eating more protein than that. You saw the Phenom's got a lot of chicken and a little fish, a little turkey in the freezer that we can use for her meals. I've got canned beans that I can eat, as well as the mukamame that's in the freezer. We overspent a little bit on dairy just because the whole milk that the Phenom drinks is $3.49 a gallon, which just feels like a lot to me. But we spent $18.89 on dairy, and then, only spent 7.59% on miscellaneous, which is really, really good for me. I think if you watch this channel, I tend to wildly overspend in the miscellaneous category. So feeling a little bit better about that spending. And just reiterate, whipped topping is not, Cool Whip is not dairy. It's a miscellaneous item. So there's been a lot of talk in my videos these last couple weeks about Christmas Eve dinner and about New Year's Day eating. I've been kind of stockpiling things. So I just wanted to pause here and say, on Christmas Eve, which will have happened by the time you see this video, my family, my mother used to make this meal when I was growing up, and so I prepare it for my family now. And our blended family does do holidays together. So basically what it is, it's a sausage casserole, and then sort of that traditional green bean casserole. My co-parent really loves that, grew up eating that, and so we include that in the meal. My mom used to serve it just with regular sauteed green beans. And then we make this frozen cranberry salad that I think my great grandmother came up with. It's kind of a Depression era meal. It's frozen. It's like Cool Whip, pineapple, mashed bananas, whole berry, cranberry. You mix it all up and then you freeze it. But this is what I grew up eating on Christmas Eve. I do make a vegan version for myself, but everybody else in the family is omnivore, and so they eat this on Christmas Eve dinner. And then the co-parent actually takes care of Christmas Day, so I don't have to cook on Christmas Day. and we convene at the co-parents' house on Christmas Day itself. So just wanted to touch base on Christmas Eve dinner because I've been talking about it a lot. So here's the meal plan based on what we already have and what I picked up at the store. Breakfast, I'll have oats. Phenom can have cereal. I've got stuff I could make homemade waffles for her. I've got flour and baking powder and all that in the pantry. She's got plenty of eggs left for eggs or omelets. I will have coffee. For snack, we have plenty of fruit. I will make lemon hummus as I always do. She's got microwavable popcorn. I have air pop popcorn. She often eats cereal for snack in addition to breakfast. Lunches, I will have big salads with veg and beans. She's got a bunch of stuff in the pantry, ramen, that sort of thing she can pick from. I will always have that piece of chocolate after lunch. Dinner options this week, we will have leftovers from Christmas Eve dinner, and we usually have leftovers from whatever the co-parent makes on Christmas Day. So I would expect that we're going to eat both of those meals, and then we'll also have leftovers. The Phenom will have, and I will have other options for dinner in the days that follow. Baked chicken and tofu with some sauteed spinach. I keep frozen spinach in the freezer really for smoothies, but may saute some spinach just with some lemon juice, a little garlic, serve that with mashed potatoes. She's got that one tilapia fillet left in the freezer, and I could serve that with broccoli and rice. She's got the yellow rice or regular rice. Then we might do that final sheet pan dinner, roasted sweet potato, onion, and chicken or tofu for another dinner. And then I've got a half a pound of the ground turkey left. So I can either make like angel hair pasta with some meat marinara sauce for her, which I would serve for me without the meat in it. Or she can choose to have tacos with that half a pound of ground turkey that's left over. I would make that with beans for me. For dessert, we will eat up sort of those frozen cranberry salads. They're not really salads. They're like sweet treats. So we'll eat those for dessert after the holidays. We also have stuff to make nice cream. So y'all, I am really trying to figure out how to shop for two of us when the omnivore is here. I'll be interested to see if I actually have enough meat in the freezer to get her through another week. As y'all know, I don't cook with meat all the time. I don't buy it when she's not here. And so I'm trying to figure out and learn a little bit how to stretch those meat products that I do have. So if you've got any tips or tools of the trade, I will take them. And I hope everyone is having kind of a little bit of downtime over the holiday season. Hope to talk with you again before New Year's Day, but if I don't, have a very, very happy New Year's. And do come back next Thursday when we'll have another grocery haul. Thanks so much for visiting.